So you need a wheel bearing on your vehicle. If you're the do-it-yourself type, you'd like to know how, here's how to do it. You may have a vehicle where someone has told you that you need the bearing replaced. It's not necessarily a tough job. Take it to a shop if you need to, but if you're handy and you want to try it yourself, we'll show you how to do it. It's a 91 Ford Explorer. The front left bearing is bad. Here's the simple steps showing you how to do it. Okay, the first thing you'll have to do is take the wheel off, and that'll be down to here where you've got the rotor and the caliper. The next thing will be to take the caliper off. Okay, we're under the vehicle now. We're going to have to take the caliper off. Simple little process. Just slide the bolts out. And then slide your top bolt out. We've already got them loosened for you. And the caliper should just come off. Okay, it's important for you not to let the caliper just hang, so if you have some type of a strap, hook it around the caliper and somewhere up on top of the car there where you can hook it, so the caliper won't just dangle. Then you should slide your rotor off. You're down to the bearing. Okay, this bolt right here on the end of the axle, you may have to use an impact if you have to get that off. That bolt comes right off. If you don't have an impact, you can just use a pry bar. If you don't have an impact to take that off, you can use your socket and a breaker bar. Get a lot of leverage on it and you should be able to get it off. And then there's 3 bolts on the back side of this bearing that go from the back to the front. Okay, there's 3 bolts. There's one of them right there that hold that bearing on. You just simply take those 3 bolts out. After that, bearing should just come out. You might have to tap that with a hammer or something just to loosen it in case it's on there a little bit tight, but it should come right out. And that's your axle shaft sticking through there. I can see, okay.
Okay, the new bearing's going to come with a new ABS sensor. Pretty simple to do. It just snaps into your brake line. You follow the brake line up, it comes up and just plugs up in here. Then you take and install your new bearing in. Just like that. It's pretty easy.
Put your bolts back in just like the ones you took out. Okay, if you have an impact, go ahead and put your axle nut back on. Slide your rotor on. Then you put your caliper back on. Now if you're putting the same caliper on the same rotor, you should just be able to slide it on. If the caliper is retracted a little bit and is a little bit tight, you might have to spread those brake pads just a little bit to get it to go back on. Put your wheel back on, tighten your lug nuts, you're done.
You can do it!